Update for today. Tom Compton. Even though we'll be doing kind of a walkthrough today. Tom Compton won't participate with the calf. Alex won't participate with the ankle. Demarius won't participate with the hamstring. And then considered limited today will be Beecham, Henry, Steve McClendon, and Jamal. And that's really the extent of the injuries that we have right now. What was that? Whatever you guys got.
Brian from the Post, your line is active.
Just two, Adam. The Jamal limited, is that just standard, or did he come out of the game with his ankle worse than it was? And then secondly, you guys scored on the first drive again and then struggled after that. That's happened a few times in the second half of the season. Is there any common thread you see in that this year?
The Jamal deal is really just standard. There was nothing that, like, he didn't have a setback or anything. I think, more of us, it's a guy coming off an ankle injury and just being smart coming off a game. And, it was a good defense. They're tough to play. The last couple of defenses we played have been tough. And, whether it's a good defense or a division opponent, those are always tough games to consistently just move the ball every series. It was good to see that our first drive of the second half was a good drive. We got points out of it. We didn't score a touchdown, but had a 10-play drive or a 9-play drive. So, that's something that hopefully we can build off of.
Again, if you have any questions for Coach, please press *3 now. Any questions for Coach, please press *3 now. Rich from ESPN, your line is active.
Yeah, Adam, Jamal seemed to have a pretty productive game on the stat sheet on Sunday, yet afterwards he said he was struggling through it because of his ankle. What did you see?
Yeah, from where it looked from my angle, I thought he played really well. Obviously his standards are extremely high. His personal standards, he probably didn't feel great. That's probably why he felt that way after the game. But he probably feels better after going back, watching it, kind of seeing how he played and the things that he was able to do. And him being out there, that changed a lot of things, not only for us schematically, but just the attitude of our defense. He's the heart and soul of that thing, and guys elevate their play when he's out there.
If there are any additional questions for Coach, please press *3. Any additional questions for Coach, please press *3.
Adam, what's your approach with the game plan this week, not knowing exactly who Buffalo is going to play since their playoff seed is locked up?
Just prepare as normal. We have to prepare like they're playing everybody. We can't really focus on anything else because that's what we know of right now. If something's changed, then we always have the ability to adjust. But at the end of the day, there only can be so many guys that can't play. The majority of their team's going to be out there, and we got to do everything we can to prepare for what we think's coming, and then go out there and execute and play well.
Rich from ESPN, your line is active.
Yeah, Adam, I think you may have touched on this, but I was frozen out of the call for the first minute or so. I got in a little late. But could you the tendency to score on your opening drive, but then you guys have not you've hit lulls after that, and in the second quarter and so forth. I'm wondering if that's a problem that you see and what could be done to address it.
No, it just, for me, I look at it as it depends who you play. Whether it's the first drive or the 12th drive, that defense wasn't giving up a lot of points last week. We knew it was going to be a 16-10 type game, 17-13, something like that. It's just when you got your opportunities in the red zone, you had to try to stick it in there because, they're one of the better red zone defenses, and it's tough. They're tough to go against. I mean, there's some times where, you get in a good rhythm, you score 3 possessions in a row, and then you might have the next 8 series and not score at all. So, I mean, it's all about, getting the right calls versus the right defense, executing right. It's about doing the little things right, series after series, and trying to find a way in the end zone. It's the NFL. It's tough. You're not always going to score.